Hi dear students, today I am going to explain about class and objects. So already I have explained what is meant by class and object. So today we are going to see detail in about class and objects with the example and programs. Okay, so class is a user defined data type that holds a data member, that is variable and member function methods, into a single unit. Okay, it acts as a blueprint or a template for creating object. Okay, so for example, if you consider class of cars, class is a cars, there may be many car with different names and brand, but all of them will share the common properties like will have 4 wheels, speed limit, mileage range, etc. So here the car is a class and wheels, speed limits, mileage are their properties. Okay, so a class is a user defined data type which has data members and member function. Already I have discussed. Data members are here the data variables. Member function we call it as methods. Okay, so which is used to manipulate these variables together. These data members and member function defines the properties and behavior of the objects in the class. Okay, next we go for object. Object is an instance of class. When a class is defined, no memory is allocated, but when it is instantiated, that means once the object is created, the memory is allocated. Okay, that is the main thing. How could you define a class and declaring objects? Okay, this is the syntax for defining a class. Okay, class is a keyword, class name. After that you have to give a class name. This is user defined name. Okay, you can give any name. Okay, then you have to specify the access specifier. It may be private, public or protected. Within the class it contains data members and member function. So the data members are here, the variables are to be used. Member function which is the method to access the data members. Okay, so class, here the class name ends with semicolon. That is the main thing. Okay, how could you declare the object? Okay, so once here I have created class for student. So the access specifier which I have used here is public. Okay, so here the data member is student name, member function is print name. Once I get the student name, then I am printing in the name by using the method print name. Okay, so in here the class is end with semicolon. Inside the main function I am creating object for student class. So student is a class name. Here I have mentioned student is a class name. For class name I am creating object. Okay, once the object is created, the memory will be allocated for this class. Okay, so using this object I am accessing the student name. So object dot student name, this is the variable data member I have used inside the class. For that I am giving name Abhi. Okay, so once again I am using this object to print this name. Okay, so I want to print this name, so I am accessing the member function print name. Okay, so this is the member function. So this is what, by using this object I am accessing the data member and member function. Okay, so the member function in class is you can give the member function or you can declare the member function inside the class or outside the class. It is also possible in class. Okay, so how could you declare inside the class means, so inside the class here void print name. Print name is not defined inside the class definition. Okay, so here I have taken the same example, class student, string student name, and one more data member is ID I have mentioned here. So member functions are print name and print ID. So print name I have only initialized the member function, not defined in the inside the class. Okay, so by using this class name with scope resolution operator I am accessing this member function, then I am printing this student name. Okay, so For print ID, I am creating an object for a particular class. Using that object, I am initializing the student name as well as student ID. So using this object, I am accessing this print name and print ID. Okay. Only the difference is, so you can declare the member function inside the class or outside the class. It is also possible in this C++ programs. So if you want to access the member function outside the class, means you have to use the scope resolution operator. That is very, very important. Okay, that is the thing I have explained here. So simple program. So I am copying this program. Class student, so this is the header file, and using namespace standard. Standard is the std is the library which holds all the cout and cin functions, everything. And here I have used for a class. Class is the keyword. Class name is a student. So public is the access specifier, and string student name, which is the data member. This is the member function. So if you once you create an object for this particular class in main, so the memory will be allotted for this class. Okay, so I am running this program. Here the student name is Abhi. Okay, so using this object only you can access this private public member, data member and member function. Okay, so this is the example. So if you want to only you have mentioned the member function inside the class, not defined, means you can access this member function through scope resolution operator outside the class. It is also possible. The same example I have explained here. So the member function inside the class and outside the class. Okay, the same example. Okay, in this the class student member function, data members are student name and student ID. So print name, which is the member function, which is not defined, only I have declared here. Print ID is another member function which is declared and defined inside the class. So for example, if I want to access this print name, so how can I access? So using the scope resolution operator with the class name, I can access this member function. Okay, defining the print name using scope resolution operator. Okay, so which is defined outside the class. Okay, this member function is defined outside the class. So int main, I have created object for student class. So using that object, I am initializing the values, that is student name as well as student ID. So using that object, I am accessing this print name function as well as print ID function. Okay, so this is the, now I am running this program. I can access student name as well as student ID. So it is also possible. So you can declare the member function inside the class as well as outside the class is also possible here. Okay, thank you.